call this test flight number 4 now. We just topped it off with gas. We got about 21 gallons of each tank, indicating full. Put some gas inside the engine, and we're going to crank it up. There we go. Alright, let's try it again. Alright. A little flooded and hot start. Let's try it again. What is that saying? High current alarm. What current? Let's see, what kind of current we got here? This high current alarm. It could be that the alternator is charging too much, that's what it is. Yeah, when we crank it up, okay, now it's coming back down. I wouldn't know why, 19 amp. Okay, 19 amp. Should be a 60 amp alternator, should not give us an alarm. Gotta check the amp capacity on this alternator. It is not 20 amp for sure for the 0360. Clear on the left. Alright. Things looking normal. Warming up. Start on the left tank and switch to the right. It is 27-0.
Flying runway 23. Use caution for birds in the vicinity of the runways. Advise on initial contact you have November.
November. Same weather.
Ground tower information November 1856 Zulu weather. Wind 2007, visibility 6, mist. Few clouds at 1,900. Ceiling 2,800 overcast. Temperature 23, dew point 22, altimeter 2973. VOR GPS approach in use, landing in departing runway 23. Use caution for birds in the vicinity of the runways. Advise on initial contact you have November. Ground tower information November 1856 Zulu weather. Wind 2007, visibility 6, mist. Few clouds at 1,900.
Ground, experimental 323 Alpha Tango with the gas, November, ready to taxi straight out to the southwest.
Experimental 323 Alpha Tango, ground runway 23, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 23 for departure, taxi via Charlie. 323 Alpha Tango. Alright, runway 23 via Charlie. Left turn up here, left on Charlie, and runway 23 at the departure end. Okay. Good. Flight controls. Left. Right ailerons going up. Elevator up and down. And rudder check. Alright. And quick brake check. Brakes are good. Landing lights on. Strobes are on. Things looking normal. Let's go ahead and switch to the other tank. Make sure we get good fuel flow on the other side. Reset the T-gas for departure. And another test flight from Groton back to New York. Topped off with gas, 42 gallons of gas. And this is an experimental RV7. 0360, 180 horsepower, constant speed Hartzell prop. Or one word for a rocket. .56 foot tower. Experimental 323 Alpha Tango, only short runway 23 at Charlie, ready for takeoff straight out southwest.
Experimental 323 Alpha Tango, Groton Tower, Roger, and hold short of runway 23 for a moment.
Holding short runway 23 for departure, 23 Alpha Tango. Hold short.
Coming up 2 miles, Sikorsky 904 Fox.
Okay, helicopter coming in, that's why we're holding.
Sikorsky 904 Fox, Roger, and remain to the north of the departure path of runway 23. Traffic will be an experimental departing momentarily. Clear to land at the intersections of Charlie and Delta. We'll say to the left of runway Sikorsky 904 Fox, okay, we'll comply. Thank you. Number 3 up at Tango, Sikorsky traffic's about a mile to the southwest of the field. You'll be landing Charlie Delta intersection, staying north of your runway. Runway 23 clear for takeoff. Proceed up on course.
Stay north of the runway, clear for takeoff, runway 23, 23 Alpha Tango. Stay north of the runway, which means we're going to stay right. He's coming off the south end. Another one, climb control check, up and down.
3 Alpha Tango, the helicopter's about a half mile to the southwest now, off the right side of the runway.
323 Alpha Tango, looking for the chopper. Alright, green, green, green. Everything's looking normal. Green, green, green. I love it. This power plant is excellent. Excellent. Breaking in slowly. There's the chopper. Okay. Elevator trim, neutral. L-run trim is neutral. Wing flaps are up. Quick mag check. Nothing fouled up. Both mags are running nice. Beautiful. Helicopter's landing. Full tanks of gas. Not max gross weight, but almost there with another passenger with max gross weight. But this is test flying. We cannot take passengers on board. There we go. Expect an alarm for the RPM going above 2640. There's a wind on the left.
Yes, sir, taxi in this frequency.
Birds. Alarm coming off. feet, throttle back, 25 inches, RPM 2500, stay to the north, left turn out a little bit. Very nice. Very nice. 2-3, 1, 2, 3. Everything's normal, alternator's charging, solar head temperature normal. Looks like the weather's clearing up nicely. Before that we had a lot of clouds above. left. Very nice. Clear, no traffic. More manifold pressure as we're climbing. Oil temperature is green, oil pressure is green. Cylinder head temperature is normal. EGT is normal. Very nice. Slowly, things coming alive on this thing. Now we gotta make some notations for the owner and explain to him what's wrong. So you can go ahead and address the issues. Number one is alternator high charge alarm. There is absolutely no reason to have that alarm at 19 amp. Number 2. High RPM alarm. Again at 2680. If max RPM for the power plant red line is 2700, we should not have an alarm at 2680. Number 3. Emergency air. Needs a lock mechanism. It comes loose. Number 4. Transponder. Needs inspection and certification. If you want to fly into a controlled airspace, that transponder needs to work if you want to be able to get into Class Charlie or any of those. One thing I did not check was the flaps on the ground was operating with the avionics switch. Let's see what it's doing now.
Tower, Sikorsky 19 Hotel Fox. Sikorsky 19 Hotel Fox, check contact. Mystic ramp on course for Fisher's Island, please. Sikorsky 19. Charlie Delta's on the go, thank you.
Alright, manifold pressure coming lower. Let's increase it a little bit. Beautiful, weather's clearing up real nice.
Number 8, Julie, Kilo, proceed direct Hampton. What's the Hampton altitude, Kilo?
Transponder, I wanted to check the flaps. The flaps was operating on the ground only with the avionics switch on. Let's see if in the air we can operate the flaps without the avionics.
Southern Columbia 1452 Whiskey at 6 hours.
Turn off the avionics. Right now it's going to get quiet.
Number 1452 Whiskey, Province from South Number 2973.
Okay, that's not good at all. Just discovered something that can be a problem. The way the flaps are electric, the way the flaps are rigged, they're connected to the avionics switch instead of the main master switch, which can be an issue. If there's an electrical short, clear right, no traffic, we're good. If there's an electrical short in the avionics system, and we're coming in for landing, and the avionics master switch trips off or a circuit breaker pops because of an electrical short in the avionics system, and we attempt to go around with full flaps, we cannot retract the flaps. The flap's supposed to be connected to the battery master and operated manually from the battery, independent of the avionics switch. So this could be another issue that has to be addressed. Actually, this is unsafe. I'm not going to use the flaps until this is addressed. So number 5 is flaps off, disconnected, and flaps needs to be connected. Flaps wired to battery master, not avionics. Okay, notation noted. And one more thing we want to check is the autopilot. Let's see, autopilot master is coming on. Gonna level off here. 6500, we're heading westbound. And we're gonna attempt to head westbound on the autopilot. So we're going to throttle back about 20 inches, about 100 knots, just like so. Trim is necessary, nose down, right there. And we're going to put the autopilot. Alright, autopilot's on, heading 250. Let's see if it's going to hold the heading. And altitude hold. Altitude hold on. And heading select 240. I turn the heading bug to the right. Let's see if the autopilot's turning right. And rolling out of the bank at 260. Looks like it's holding the heading, but let's see, altitude hold on, altitude hold on. Let's see what it does. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like nose is coming up, oscillating a little bit, up and down, no traffic. Still going up and down. Not very precise, slight oscillation on the altitude hold mode. But let's see what it does. Let's keep the autopilot on for a little bit, see what happens. Go ahead and switch to the left tank. I'll keep switching tanks every 10-15 minutes. Not bad. It's holding the altitude relatively well at about plus or minus 200 feet. We're going to turn the heading select southbound. 180 heading. And let's see how the autopilot does the rollout and the altitude hold. Clear on the left. Not bad. Not very precise. I'm not sure what the servo is and how it's holding. I gotta talk to the owner. But a lot of oscillation. Let's see if we disconnect the altitude hold and just trim the airplane for straight and level flight and see how it's holding. Maybe it'll do a better job. A little bit better with no altitude hold. Basically, you trim the airplane for straight and level flight, heading select, and it's nice and stable. Alright, we're gonna disconnect the autopilot. And put the master autopilot off. And we're going to advance the throttle again and see if we have the warning on the takeoff. Yes, we do. I'm going to go ahead and add full power. And we're going to establish a climb. We're going to get up to about 8,500. No traffic on the TCAS. I'm going to go ahead and turn back to the north. Clear right. Weather is clearing up nicely. We can continue test flying today. And check all the parameters. Clear left. Clear the area to the left. Get that RPM way out there. Get that motor to ring all the rings all to seat up and 7,600. Clear left. $8,500. Throttle back. About 18 inches. Prop back. 2,300. And we can lean the mixture a little bit here. Right around there. Unbelievable. 8,500 feet. Let's see what kind of fuel burn and performance we're getting up here. .100 RPM and 21 inches of manifold pressure. 8,500 feet. Doing about 100 knots on the indicator airspeed. I'm assuming the true airspeed is about 100 and... Well, let's see if we can find out. We have a scale here that will indicate that, which appears to be not operating. Yeah, it appears that the scale for the true airspeed needs adjustment or something like that. But basically the pressure altitude is 8,500 and the outside air temperature on the dine-in is 11 degrees Celsius. So on the top screen we have to put 11 degrees Celsius on top of 8,500. Okay, that's another item to write up. All power back on. Mode select. Heading select. And northwestbound. And let's tag a note of that too. Note number 6 now. Airspeed indicator, true airspeed knob. Other than that, we cannot tell exactly our true airspeed. Oh, we can. Take that back. That's why we have a Garmin. We're going to go on the Garmin page. E6B calculator. We're going to put indicated altitude at 8,400. Pressure at 2977. Calibrated airspeed is 107. Air temperature 11 degrees Celsius, which is about 15 degrees 59. 11 degrees is about 50. Heading is 324. Our true airspeed is 124 knots. Okay, so we can notate the power setting here at 8,500. For cruise, that's notation number 6. We got 21 inches square, 2100 RPM, 124 knots of true airspeed, and a fuel burn of 4.4 gallons an hour. Maximum rich is 4.6. Let's lean the mixture. Down to 3.9 gallon. Monitor the manifold pressure. Okay, EGT is rising. Alright, that's already cutting the manifold pressure. Alright, so that's about 1380 for max EGT. We're going to richen it up 100 degrees. So we're going to go down to 1280. And that's max performance. Right there, 1280. Okay, 1280, we got 4.1 gallons an hour burn. So we're doing 124 knots. That's 4.1 gallons. Which is